So this coming season for the Vikings, we've talked about it a couple of times. We're adding a new segment onto the show each week. And what are we calling it, Ev?
Purple Punishments.
Yeah. So last week and kind of the last handful of days, we've really finalized the list of these punishments that will be. So we're going to, each week, how this will work is a few episodes ago, we made our episode or our game by game pick on if we think the Vikings will win or lose each game. And each week, if our previously chosen pick was incorrect, whether they win or lose, if we picked them to win or lose and we were wrong, Evan and or I will have to spin a virtual wheel of punishments that we'll have to complete on the episode, and we finalize those punishments.
Yeah. So I'll list off some of them. I don't think we'll go through the whole list. We'll leave a few kind of in the air for some suspense. But one of the ideas, and we could do this multiple weeks in a row, would be wearing apparel for a division rival. That would be tough.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be the biggest punishment on this whole list for me, is to, if I theoretically have to wear something with a Packer logo on it, that would
be rough.
Listen in if I have to do that. You will hear the pissed offness in my voice because I'm repping something from their team. But yeah, there's other stuff too.
Yeah. So something that you and I did a long time ago when we were in junior high, we could bring back the consume an entire jar of pickles challenge all in one sitting.
That's every pickle, every drop of juice,
everything.
But that's a punishment. So if one of us lands on that, that'll probably be more like a throughout the episode.
We're just going to snack on pickles the whole time.
Either one of us, if we land on that, we'd have to...
And then I'll chug the juice at the end.
Well, so I don't know about you. In my mind, because theoretically, if we both lose that week...
we're both going to...
Yeah, there will be 2 jars of pickles. So we each have to... The challenge is not tandem consume a jar of pickle.
That's fair.
It's you have to, by yourself, consume an entire jar. I like pickles. I do.
So do I.
But that's a lot.
That's a lot of pickles.
It's a lot of pickles and pickle juice. So
I'm going to go to Sam's Club and get the big, huge jar.
the like Jimmy John's-esque like giant pickles. I don't know about that.
All right, some other ones here. More consuming things. The Sprite challenge, eating something spicy.
We had listed eat a habanero, but one of us is not super good with spicy food, and one of us didn't want to commit to eating a habanero. And to their credit, the other one kind of suggested, hey, maybe we just say something spicy rather than a habanero. So
it's me.
I love
definitely
spicy
me.
food. But still, eating an entire habanero just in one shot on the episode, that would be a lot. Like
while drinking beer at the same time, like that's gonna be torture.
But we'll still be up there.
I can barely make it through medium wings at B-dubs.
I'm the guy that when the Mexican restaurant brings out the hot sauce that they say is hot, I taste it and I don't even recognize that it's supposed to be hot. Like, I like spicy food.
You must have no taste buds.
My wife tells me that I've completely burned my taste buds. So, I like the challenge. So I would do 2 habaneros. I would do 5. Anyways, what else we got on there?
A few other ones. Again, we're gonna save some of these for later. But wearing a blindfold for the entire episode, or
that would be hilarious.
Wearing socks on your hands. Trying to drink beer. Maybe we'll have to bring the mugs with the handles back for that one.
I don't know if that'd be easier or if it would be easier to do the football glasses.
Maybe.
Either way, we will have already probably poured our beer at that point before we know what the punishment is.
Yeah, we probably will need to do that. So anyways, those are just a handful of the ideas. We have a list of 18, one for each week of the season. Obviously, they only play 17 games and we only made 17 picks, but there's an extra one on there just in case.
And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here. Listeners, if you can think of something that would be funny, something we could add to the list that would be good, I mean, we would still listen to suggestions at this point. Even through the season, if we've done a handful of punishments, we would still listen to better ideas. Because these are just, it was actually kind of difficult to come up with some of these ideas. So,
well, we wanted stuff that we could do like right away, like in the moment, not like, oh, we've got to go like do that later kind of thing.
And not too punishing, like I've said, like stapling our forehead or getting a face tattoo or something. Yeah, nothing crazy like that. But like, I mean, if we hear a really funny or cool idea, we'd add it to the list, I think.
Eating a habanero might actually be torture for me.
I don't know, man.
I might die.
You just got to do it. I have a habanero plant at home. I think I just need to bring one over and just let you do a dry run. Maybe we can film it. Maybe we don't have to, just totally up to you.
You're going to be over there with your phone, like trying to sneak record.
Maybe.
All right, well, that's coming up next week. Again, it's based on our game picks. So we both said that the Vikings will win against the Giants.
Yeah, game 1 of the season.
Let's hope they win, and hopefully we don't have to spin the wheel week 1.
But if they lose, we're both spinning the wheel, and we will... Man, will we have to do that theoretically at the podcast awards?
I think we had talked that we would pre-spin the wheel for that one.
Yes, you did. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
so that way, when we're there, we already know what the punishment will be, and we'll do it there.
But we'll have to
it'll take some prep.
We'll have to, if we're going to spin it on an episode, we'll have to do it next week, unless we just do it, you and me, prior to recording or whatever. We'll need to figure that out.
We'll figure that out. But yeah, we could probably spin the wheel twice next week. Once for if we didn't pick the Giants game correctly, and then one as kind of a preemptive spin for the Niners game.
Yeah. So. Well, I guess my timing's messed up. Next week we'll be talking, and it'll be a recap of the Giants game. You're right. Okay.
Next week we'll have actual regular season football to talk about.
Oh man, I almost don't believe it. I can't.